Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Hopefully you're all doing fantastic today as I do bring some exciting news. 650,000 holders. Can we reach 1 million by the end of the year? If we reach 1 million Shiba Inu holders by the end of the year, I will be very excited for that. But thank you so much for clicking on this video because we are going to be looking into so much more things happening tonight for SHIB. There's so much more news that you have not yet seen. So keep watching. Thank you for dropping a like once again. But we are seeing Leash growing, like the amount of users is growing as utility was being promised and is promised as more and more of the Shiba Inu team is expanding to deliver a fully decentralized project, which means no one is owning it. No big company can say, hey, we're taking away your SHIB. And now this is gonna be a decentralized project, which means there's no owner of Shiba Inu. There's no, big collaborator. Sure, there's people working on SHIB, but what you have to realize is Bone and Leash still are not at this full potential. And when they get the utility they need, so for example, governance of DAO, when they get, the updates the developers have promised, they have big things planned, and that's why they have not been tweeting much. So I'm definitely excited for what's about to happen next. But wow fact, the number of Ethereum burned exceeded the total coins issued yesterday. This is the first time Ethereum produced a negative issuance in a full day. A total of 13,838 Ethereum was burned yesterday, and in fact, this actually boosted up the price, which is equivalent to 54 million. So 54 million burn. And we are here at SHIB getting 25k burns. Obviously, Ethereum has much bigger burns than that, much more transactions and so forth. But if SHIB had a 54 million burn, you could bet the price would have increased by a far margin, especially every single day. The price would probably, the SHIB's market cap would be probably much bigger. All the coins would be worth much more. With these type of burns, it would be still very hard to get that much of SHIB burned. But this is awesome, and basically it's dangerous to go alone, take this, and it's a leash. A leash, a lot of people are promoting leash simply because it will get some utility pretty much soon. The developers have said so. But another factor that Ethereum burns and so forth, a token becoming deflationary is a way, not the only way, but is a way for Shiba Inu to reach a penny. Now, it's a huge factor because it's almost impossible to reach a penny without a burn, which, it could hit still half a penny, a tenth of a penny. That's, gonna happen. But seeing that, we might need to wait like 2 or 3 years to eat that huge supply of coins. And by doing that, we need to burn lots of them. Lots. And, the price still far from wide. Obviously, the price is a bit different here. But imagine if it was a penny, you'd be very rich. You'd be very, very rich, especially if you're holding $1,000 or more. For a lot of people holding $10,000 right now, even if SHIB goes 5x, they will be a lot richer. But a lot of coins are growing right now, and let's talk about that. While Shiba Inu is not growing as much as other coins, some of the people are disappointed as, Axie Infinity is growing, Solana is growing. But I think in crypto, there's going to be a lot of coins that will be growing even without the help. So, there's going to be a lot of coins that are crashing, and there's going to be a lot of coins that are simply growing a lot more than any other. So we're now at the floor market cap of 2 trillion of the next bull cycle. We're heading to a 10 trillion market cap this bull cycle. Who's in the current bull market? Not close to the peak. 200, 300k Bitcoin and 20k Ethereum coming. So hang on your hats. That super interesting and useful article was posted yesterday. I've been here about 7 years now and definitely haven't made any real gains during this time, but just bided my time and paid attention to long-term patterns. I got scammed and lost 20k back in 2015, basically my entire life savings. Had to start over and dig out of a massive hole. I don't give up yet, and I especially pay attention to Charlie Lee, who sold all his Litecoin at $350. He basically called the last market top to a T. He says we have a long way to go in the current bull run. So the bull run is basically starting, and this is something you should remember. Usually we see a 15 to 16x gains from peak to market peak. We only had a 3x so far in this market cycle, so we still have to see something yet. So this means we could be looking at 300k Bitcoin in not too distant future and 21k Ethereum. So it is possible, but it's going to be very, very hard. But if we all follow this, we're going to make some serious coin, no matter when you bought, no matter how much or little you have. If you wait and sell the euphoria, blow off top, there's a 2x price increase in a 24-hour span, which is, super exciting to see all of these coins growing. But starting to understand the genius behind the plan, we better accumulate as much as possible before Shibarium goes into effect. Basically, its own blockchain and its own stablecoin. It's going to be really exciting to see what's next. But just seeing, there's going to be a 10 trillion market cap roadmap, a lot of these altcoins are going to be growing. Starting to understand the genius behind the plan, we'd better accumulate as much as possible before Shibarium goes into effect. If I'm understanding this, when we move away from Ethereum and into Shi, it will cause a burn since the gas fees will be Shiba. If this is true, I'm correct, it will be spectacular. And no one knows yet, but this could be, a possibility that they will be burning either Leash, that they will be burning Shiba instead of Ethereum. Being on its own blockchain means every single transaction will be burning SHIB instead. And that's really exciting to see. Obviously, making a blockchain is going to be really, really hard. There's a lot of security issues. They're going to be audited by CertiK, which probably means it will be safe. But that being said, most Salvadorans and most people still are not prepared for a huge crypto hype that's about to happen. And, I'm really excited for what happens next for SHIB. And that being said, a lot of people still don't trust Shiba Inu. They still think it's a meme coin because it doesn't have enough utility. They rather put their money, especially big institutions who keep putting millions of dollars, rather put that money instead of putting it at, something like Shiba Inu, they put it into a token with utility. And that's what they do with millions and millions of dollars. And if Shiba Inu can provide utility, then we can see the big growth to 1 cent. But more than 2/3 of people in a survey disagreed or strongly disagreed with using Bitcoin as a legal tender, and just over 32% of people agreed with the government's decision of the time. But no one in El Salvador knows about crypto yet, and a huge influx of people is going to be coming in for crypto. El Salvador's legislature voted to adopt Bitcoin as a legal tender in June. And Najib Bukele recently confirmed that Bitcoin's use would not be mandatory in contrast to the original law, which stipulated that all economic agents must accept the cryptocurrency as a form of payment. So this is huge, This is the first crypto country, as you can see over here. But the most important factor we keep seeing is that people still do not realize about crypto. So people are promoting Shiba Inu coin everywhere. Buy Shiba Inu coin. Like, that is so awesome. And really exciting to see that. But 100k Bitcoin and 5k Ethereum are in the cards according to Bloomberg. And really, really awesome to see that. But NFTs markets are growing, and Shiba Inu is soon to launch the new NFT platform, the NFT incubators, which will attract a lot of NFT artists who are doing, their NFT arts already out there but cannot live full time. And with that, the NFT incubator will also have a burn, which is something I'm super excited for. And the NFT market is probably going to go 1000x so far. So that is awesome to see. But Ethereum had its first deflationary day, and with that being said, a week ago, it really does mean something else. People are already expecting 10k Ethereum this year alone. Ethereum turning deflationary is extremely bullish for a price, especially in the long term. And, more Ethereum burns means better prices for SHIB, better prices for all altcoins, basically. But that is really awesome. Ethereum will be even stronger asset than it's currently. It just shows plans that the team had for Ethereum is now paying off. And, Ethereum was in works for 7 years, but anyone who had invested, even $1 in Ethereum now has about, $4,000, which is simply crazy. So if they bought, $100 worth of Ethereum, like, that is simply crazy to me how much money they have right now. And if they invested 1,000, well, you can do the math. It's about 4 million or so, but that is a lot of money. And someone is buying in as well, because more people are not trusting SHIB because the developers are promising more and more updates. And he's buying during the dip. Look at this. Minus 13k Hex plus 13k Shiba Inu. Like, that is simply awesome to me. And his wallet is already 60k. But just buying 30k off SHIB, definitely means that he trusts more SHIB than Hex. That is something else we are seeing. But blockchain will also help fight climate, and this will bring more countries to join in the crypto platform. And if Shiba Inu can do something to help the climate change, because Elon Musk has said he's not going to be listing cryptocurrencies unless we are seeing, better climate change, or basically if we're going to help global warming, then we could be finally seeing Elon Musk adding his Shiba Inu for Tesla. So that would be really, really awesome in my honest opinion. But we also did get more news. And for example, people still don't realize the power that when the utility comes out, how much Shiba Inu could actually rise. Next time, I'm going to be talking about how much Shiba Inu could rise with the power of Coinbase and Robinhood. So that is really awesome to see. So hopefully we can reach, 1 million, 2 million, 2 million holders. As SafeMoon already has like 2 or 3 million holders, surely SHIB can reach more than that, being listed on all of these big exchanges. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace everyone.